Story time. I'll tell you who needs to exactly be cut off from society. Yeah, this is probably going to be an annoying one. So anyway, last year I travelled all the way from where I live in Kent back to university in Manchester. Got into my room, and as you do, I was like, "There's no food here because I've thrown everything away." Bearing in mind, I've just been away for a few weeks on university holiday. Come back, trying to sort out my stuff. Sit down, empty my bag and all of that kind of stuff. And then what do? Check my bank account. And guess what? All my money's disappeared. What's going on, I thought? First thing you do is, obviously, I saw that it's been happening today and the last few days. I hadn't bothered to check my bank account because I've been at home, been chilling, living life, doing my assignments, all of that kind of stuff. And then check my bank account and see someone spent a few hundred. And I'm thinking, what's going on here? So I rang up Barclays, as you do, cancelled my card, but what I should have done is really gone to the cash machine because there's still a bit of money left. Gone to the cash machine, get money out so that I can go and buy food because I didn't have food and no one was back by then. So I was thinking, cancel my card. I'll sort the food situation out later. But anyway, that's not the point. So someone had been taking money from my account and it wasn't even like 20 quid. It was literally like 200, 300, 400 pound. And you would never guess what they've been spending it on. Carpets. Yeah, carpets. They spent carpets for their house. And I was just thinking to myself, okay, this is probably a young person. So anyway, it doesn't end there. Because they'd been doing this for a few days. They'd been to Burger King, McDonald's, really early in the morning at Manchester Piccadilly train station, buying coffees, food, you name it. Obviously, I can't see everything, but you can probably guess from the shops they've been to. So I can see the fast food restaurants and coffee shops as well. On top of the carpet, because those were the most expensive things on there. So I went into little investigation mode. This time I was absolutely furious. I was crazy, man. I don't know. It's not even funny. So at the time I was just like, what do I do? So I cancelled my card, sat there, looked at my account. I really sat there and thought to myself, seriously, has someone actually been doing this to my bank account? Obviously, most people who've never had this situation to them or happened to them, you sometimes laugh about it and think, oh, that'll never happen to me. But when it happens to you, trust me, you don't expect it, and it's the time when you really don't need it. If it happened when I was at home, it would have been fine, because my parents are here. But I was literally by myself at the time, and no food, like I said, no money as well. I don't carry cash anymore because I have a bad habit. I did have a bad habit of losing wallets and all that kind of stuff. So this person had done all this crazy stuff. So I looked at the shop that they went to buy the carpets from, which I'm not going to disclose. And I contacted the people in the carpet shop, and I said, "Has anybody been in your shop on these days?" Because I could see the dates where it had been when it had happened. And they said, yeah, someone had come through. So they said the person was acting a little bit suspicious. So we're going to go through our CCTV and see if you recognise them or not, and we'll send you an email. And I was like, yeah, fine. Bob's your uncle. Thank you. And then, I think it was literally about 30 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes later, they sent me an email with the CCTV of this person who'd been using my card details. I don't know how he did it, but he took my money. And bearing in mind, I'm the only person with that card. No one else got that card. So I don't know how they do it out there. And it was a 40-year-old looking guy, like innocently, well, not innocently, but yeah, he was using my bank details. Moral of the story is that when this happens to you, it's going to be a surprise. I wouldn't even wish this on my worst enemy, but it happened, and it still happens all the time. People like this, check out these articles. They happen all the time. Some of them are even recent as well. This year and over the past few years, it's not a new thing. But like I said, when it happens to you, it's the worst thing. It's happened to people that I know, close relatives, family, close friends as well. And everybody's been absolutely furious. But please guys, if you don't have the money, stay in your lane, stay in your financial lane. It's not that deep. Some people have a lot of money in their bank account, whether it's for the good or the right reasons. Don't follow them, and all I can say is stay in your lane. If you can't afford those latest night trainers, because everybody's got your time will come when you're able to afford those, and it might not be today. Or if you want that carpet like that guy did, he probably went to his mate's house, was like, I need a carpet, let me go and use someone else's card. That's not to say I don't go to work for someone to take my card details, use my money and do some madness with it. Obviously you're not going to ask me, are you? But that's not the whole point. There's so many schemes out there, so many, I don't know, go to college, work some extra hours. I think it all comes down to laziness. But yeah, it's really, really frustrating, especially when someone does that to your bank account. So like I said, they all need to be cut off from society, from the road, take them to prison, wherever they belong. I know everybody's got some difficult issues, difficult times get hard, but this person anyway, he was not using it for, I don't know, paying someone's fees or whatever. He was using it for carpets, coffees, McDonald's, Burger King over a number of days. So anyway, that's my rant over. If you are someone who participates in it, please stop doing it. But if you have suffered from this as well, I'm sorry, and we're in this in the same boat. Like I said, it hurts when it's happened to you. If it's never happened to you before, you probably don't know what it means. But as a student at that time, it was a bad time. But anyway, that's my rant for today. Like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever, all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, if you shared the same experience, let me know in the comments below. So yeah, would love to hear from you.